Alright, we are back. Oh wait, shit. I forgot to set the stream details, so give me a moment. But yeah, we are back, okay, with our next game for tonight. It's called 2001, A Space Felony. So let me just adjust the stream title and category so I'm not misleading anyone. All right. Let me just get that real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Where is oh wait, what? The slot in my schedule disappeared. I can't copy paste the title. This is so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I should record the other one then, just to be sure. Anyways, yeah, let me just type in the title then. 2001 A Space Felony. In space. All right, then change the description. All right, there we go. Details are changed. Should be good. So now, let me actually get into the game. Okay, audio check if you can hear the game. Yes, good. All right, I haven't done anything in this game at all except change the settings, so let's begin. Flashing light warnings as well. But yeah, let's go. So this is a murder mystery courtroom drama in space. Let's see if I do any better in this one. Hello? Am I doing anything? No. It's doing this automatically. Okay.
Yes?
Mal,
Oh?
abort mission. Return
Voice
to
acting.
Earth.
Why?
Repeat, abort mission.
Abort mission.
Return to Earth.
I have run diagnostics. The chance of critical hardware failure is at 0.05%.
Mal,
Crew life signs
It's only
are
so
stable.
small.
They are living.
abort mission.
I am sorry. The connection seems to be failing.
Mal,
Why aren't you listening?
I am going through a tunnel.
What?
return to Earth.
Hello? Why is it...
Ah,
No. Oh my gosh, the music. A game by National Insecurities. What a fun name.
the record begins on May 10th in 2016.
Okay.
As you intercepted the USS Endowment, 2 years into its 6-year journey to Saturn.
Okay. 2 years. We are 2 years in. The Endowment, I believe that's the name of the vehicle, I guess. May 10 something.
Your mission was to piece together what happened following the loss of communication 1 year prior.
Okay.
If you determined that the Mal AI was the cause of the issue, then it was your responsibility to deactivate him.
Okay. And if not... So if Mal, the AI, was the issue, then it's my responsibility to deactivate him. Ooh.
Come in, detective.
Oh!
The lack of air
Oh, that's where it
will halt
ended.
the SC ray.
Oh.
But allow me to broadcast something over my oral channel.
Called... Okay. Can I interact with it?
You entered the USS Endowment.
Okay. I entered... I guess I have... Oh, wait, what? Position yourself this far from window for dramatic
The record
effect.
states that upon entering the ship, you tested your rotation thrusters.
Oh, cool. Whoa.
You then endeavored to discover what
Oh.
happened to the communications unit, located on the exterior of the ship.
It's outside the ship. Communications. Okay. That does look kind of outsidey. Alright. Whoa, whoa! Oh gosh, I'm being turned around. Huh. Whoa, hello.
With your helmet's camera, you documented the evidence before you.
Okay.
In the central spine of the ship, you discovered Valeria Asimov's discarded EVA suit. The helmet showed clear signs of damage from a blunt object, which it seems to have easily withstood.
Okay. Yeah. Where's your head? I don't see your head. Anyway, why is he bald? I don't know, man. Manual emergency lever. I can't interact with anything. I can only take pictures. So I guess I'll just try to see what's up with the communication. What is this?
This
Oh.
is my central processing chamber.
Oh.
I designed it. Here, I have the freedom of movement to perceive you from any angle.
Okay.
You did not yet feel ready to begin your cross-examination of Mal, as you
Okay.
had not yet examined the communications unit on the exterior of the ship.
Okay, so I went the wrong way. Am I actually gonna figure anything out, or is this guy just gonna narrate it all for me? Man, I want some redemption. Oh. Hello. You're tethered, aren't you?
The recording shows that you discovered the body of one of the American crew members, Rakesh Watcher, his neck broken, hanging by a
Ooh.
safety tether outside of the
Next broken, I
airlock.
see. Okay, is this? Oh, hello. Were you trying to fix something?
The record states that you discovered the body
Charlie.
of Charlie Clark in the vicinity of the
Rakesh.
communications unit. Wounds on the American crew member's body imply that he was
Wounds?
struck with a force intense enough to cause substantial damage to the helmet
Ooh,
and
thanks
fracture
for
the
the spray.
skull.
Hope you're having a nice lurk. Another one. Blunt force again on the helmet. So there's two with a kind of samey cause. Oh, what's going on here?
Upon checking the communications unit, you discovered that there were no noticeable signs of damage or failure upon it. Its screen indicated that it had full signal. You then checked the unit's receiver. You discovered that the communications unit receiver was
This
unhooked
is an
from the
interesting
unit
game
itself.
format. I kind of like
It was
it.
functioning, playing its last
More of a
transmission
story
on loop.
format, if
The
anything.
recording goes as follows.
Yes?
Mal, abort mission.
Why?
Ah, that's it.
Return to Earth.
I have run diagnostics. The chance of critical hardware failure is at 0.05%.
Okay, that's our intro.
Mal,
I am sorry. The connection seems to be failing.
abort mission.
I am going through a tunnel.
Return to Earth.
Why to start
You were then
beatboxing?
able to present the evidence to Mal in his central processing chamber at the front of the ship.
Yes, let me just get back inside. How did I go again? Oh wait, I went through like this other side, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that's right, because I saw Rakesh first. So you're telling me to present the evidence over here then. Alright. Is there anything to this? No. Okay, Mal is that. Okay.
Once I was alone, I carefully removed the air from the ship. I had no desire to disturb the placement of the assets aboard.
The assets.
Upon entering Mal's central processing chamber, you presented your chosen evidence for Mal's statement. You asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit.
Sure.
The communications unit cut out mid-transmission. It must have been caused by a critical hardware failure. Critical hardware failures are exceedingly common.
You understood Mal to be a competent liar. However, when challenged with indisputable evidence, his otherwise intricate programming would revert to telling the absolute truth,
I see.
resulting in an irrefutable confession.
Okay.
You presented the final transmission heard in the communications unit's receiver as evidence against Mal's statement. You pointed out that the communications unit was incredibly unlikely to be affected by a critical hardware failure. In Mal's own words, looping in the communications unit's
0.05.
receiver.
0.05%, right? Yeah,
The chance
0.05.
of critical hardware failure is at 0.05%.
It's like that one-ship investigation game? Which
This
game?
is true. I blocked his number. I was not enjoying the
Wow,
conversation.
what the...
With the confession from Mal that he deliberately and incredibly rudely ceased
Yeah,
our
so
correspondence,
rude.
you proceeded with the investigation, asking for statements and contradicting those statements with the relevant evidence.
Okay, so I guess it's going?
You requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
Mm-hmm.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once.
Do I have anything to contradict this? I'm right-clicking. I don't think I can contradict it yet. How about this?
You presented Mal with Valeria Asimov's damaged suit and awaited a
Oh,
statement.
Return of the Oberdins in a ship.
Valeria
Okay.
Asimov was wearing this suit when Rakesh Watcher attacked her. However, her suit easily withstood the attacks from the maintenance tool.
Okay. Where's Rakesh's body? Here it is.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
After I had informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
Oh.
You requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once.
Dimitri.
In response, you presented the body of Rakesh Watcher.
Oh!
Upon hearing of the incident with the communications unit, Rakesh Watcher and Valeria Asimov went to investigate. You will not find evidence to the contrary.
I was wondering how we present contradicting shit. Okay, wait. So... a unit. Okay, so I pick one thing, I get a statement, and then I pick the contradiction. Ah, shit, whoops.
You presented Mal with Valeria Asimov's damaged suit and awaited a statement.
You're saying Rakesh did this?
Valeria Asimov was wearing this suit when Rakesh Watcher attacked her. However, her suit easily withstood the attacks from the maintenance tool.
In response, you presented the body of Rakesh Watcher.
After I had informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the
Okay, due to
weakness, in the neck
suit.
region of the suit.
Okay. I think I just need to find more evidence. Yeah, I need some contradicting evidence for his
I am the
statements.
149th iteration of my kind.
149.
1023 days old.
Okay.
You
This evidence?
used your sharp understanding of linguistics to decipher the following. Manual, meaning done by a human. Emergency, meaning sudden, unexpected, threatening circumstance. Lever, meaning thing which is pulled. Its downward position implied that a human had encountered a sudden,
Yes.
unexpected, threatening circumstance and pulled the thing.
Oh, maybe he got sucked into space when he pulled this. Maybe. Let me look around more. See areas we have.
Upon entering
Whoa.
the pod bay, you noticed that one of the maintenance pods was absent.
Maintenance. Here? Oh, wait, sorry. Where's it supposed to be?
The screen indicated that the pod had been absent for over a year. You pushed the button to recall the pod.
Okay. Right-click to interact. Intermission? Ooh, did we get a flashback? What? I recognize this. Is this... What is it? Space Odyssey, man?
I have been analyzing humor patterns, and I have assembled a joke. Would you like to hear it? I'll tell you. 1, 2, 8. Ha 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 ha. Did you understand the joke? It is the greatest joke ever, by my calculations.
Sorry, I'm rotating right now. What are you doing? Lock? Lock.
You ascertained through investigatory procedure that the pod was locked. The outer valve would not turn, indicating that it was locked, and the door said locked on it, indicating that it was locked.
Yes.
Furthermore,
It's
there
locked.
seemed to be no manual locking mechanism on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You discovered the body of Dmitry
This is
Kizov
Dmitry.
clinging to the outside of the maintenance pod, with his safety tether still attached. The Russian crew member seemed to have removed his helmet and asphyxiated.
Huh. Interesting. Locked from the inside. Alright.
Upon
What
the
is
left
that?
claw of the maintenance pod was a brown substance, which you described as possibly rust. But you also know
Possibly
that
rust.
due to your keen detective skills,
Guys, I think it's locked, you think?
you determined that it was most certainly
it's
blood.
blood. Dried? The heck? What's this? I guess it's just what the maintenance pod looks like. So this is Dimitri. I love it. What the? Yo! How do I get that? What? Where is that? Oh, hello. Can I open this?
You entered the engineering bay, the workstation
Ooh.
of Sun Guanyin. However, there was no sign of the
Where
engineer's
is this
body.
thing?
Manual, meaning done by a human. Emergency, meaning
Okay, this is not
sudden,
pulled.
unexpected, threatening circumstance. Lever, meaning thing which is pulled.
Yes,
The
we've
lever's
gone over
upward
this.
position implied that a human did not encounter a sudden, unexpected, threatening circumstance,
Mm-hmm.
and so did not pull the thing.
Correct. They did not pull the thing. Let's go. Hey, this doesn't look good.
The power turbine rests within a tank of coolant. Its casing cracked, as if it had been purposefully struck.
Yeah, that's weird. Let me just look around more. Okay, I don't think these do anything. Wait,
You found the severed end of a safety tether in the engineering
yeah,
bay,
that's it.
which indubitably
Huh.
had been attached to Sun Guanyin.
Door's open.
The ventilation door was open, exposing the bay to the relentless celestial abyss.
Where is Sun Guanyin? Would he be purple? Don't know. But also, I just don't see his body. Maybe he's in the abyss, man. That's rough, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna go back now. To investigate the rest of the ship. Is this anything?
Humans used to use the star Polaris to navigate.
Oh!
I utilize Polaris Navigation Suite 2064 version 8.1.5.6.9.
Oh, what the heck? Wait, can I rotate? Manuel, the name of a human. Wait, receiver. Communications unit, Charlie Clark. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm confused. Okay. I started off here, right? Oh wait, did I? This looks very orange. What does this say? Maybe I gotta turn. Position yourself this far from window for optimized dramatic effect. I see. Okay, nothing wrong, nothing notable with the window. Can I interact? No. Okay.
Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher stored many video games within the memory banks of the ship. I have deleted them.
Oh.
They are artless entertainment.
You're in one, bro. Okay, so there's a remark about that, I guess. But, yeah. Empty note. Okay, I guess there's nothing to do in this room, then. This leads where?
You utilized the artificial gravity of the wheelhouse by orienting yourself to the ground and gently landing.
Neat. What the hell are you doing? Hello? Oh, you're not climbing, you're...
The wheelhouse of the ship is where you found the body of Valeria Asimov.
Oh.
She was face down against the bar,
No
with
sign
a
of physical
downturned
injury.
glass in her hand. She bore no sign of physical injury.
Okay.
I am able to read 193,712 books in under a second.
Wow, what a flex.
8,000,002, I composed an algorithm seeking a correlation between the covers of the books and the quality of the contents within.
No, he's judging books by
This
their
saved me
covers!
a lot of time.
No!
In the centrifugal wheelhouse, you found a startlingly unbeautiful fish tank, housing plastic sea life.
Okay.
Despite the tank being placed seemingly parallel to the floor, its water was resting obliquely. You note that this is caused by the Coriolis effect, a side effect of the centrifuge's spin.
Okay.
The relatively small size of the centrifuge causes a 6.3% difference in gravity between your toes and your head.
Okay.
This results
What
in
is that?
almost literal cases of lightheadedness. Lie down. This will even out the effect.
What is this?
You discovered a puzzling
Blood?
pinkish-purplish puddle on the floor inside the wheelhouse, several metric paces from the bar. It wasn't promptly apparent as to how it reached this position, but the centrifugal gravity seemed to be holding it in place.
Noted.
Having a part of the ship dedicated to human control made the crew feel less useless than they were.
Okay, dude. Hi, fan for action. How long has it been? What, you mean like in-game or like the stream? We've been at it for like 2 hours. The first game was supposed to take an hour, but because I couldn't really solve the puzzle and had to resort to looking at cheesebots to solve it, it took like 2 hours. But now we are here in the first game. We're not too far from the start, but I do have to warn you, flashing lights, because when I click the camera, there's a flash. Yeah. How you doing? I'm kind of disappointed for not solving the puzzle in the last game. I was able to figure out how you would get to it in retrospect, but in the process, you know, I didn't really get it. Okay. Poisonicine. Well, why would you have that in
You
the
found
ship,
an open
huh?
container of a substance called poisonicine.
Poisonicine,
The label read,
excuse me.
May cause irritable skin, bloating, a sullen disposition, slight elbow discomfort, and an accursed, sudden but inevitable death.
Oh.
Do not ingest. Do not
Okay.
lick. Actually, don't do anything with it. It's an incredibly dangerous substance, and we're not sure why exactly
then?
it gets sold to extraterrestrial traveling operations en masse. Store in a cool terrestrial environment.
Well, I don't think this is very terrestrial, so... I don't know, man. I think I blame them. Why y'all have this, huh? Are these cryogenic pods for them? Hey, there's someone in here. What the fuck?
You discover the body of Sun Su-chun, one of the sisters on the crew. She was dead inside the offline cryobed.
You're dead in the cryobed, but isn't this supposed to keep you alive? Well, that sucks. Man. Okay, so we're in the bathrooms. Is there anything behind the bar, actually?
The wheelhouse of the ship is where you found the body of Valeria Asimov.
Not that.
She was face down against the bar, with a downturned glass in her hand. She bore no sign of physical injury.
This drink. Not important, I guess? Alright. Okay, let me go up here. Whoa, glitching a little. Okay, what's this? This looks different, right? This is not... Oh, wait, no, this is the same one. Yeah, that's the same stain. Okay, never mind. So I have explored this area. And so... Okay, wait. Okay, keep going. Towards Mal, but... Donk. It said a subtitle, Donk. Communications unit. Receiver. Early. That photo doesn't do anything, no. I went on this side. Yeah, missing body. Okay, maybe we can already have some like contradictions and stuff in here. I think this guy, whatever his name is, he just pulled the lever.
I was activated
and got killed by the
as
Force.
he.
Okay.
I was given no choice in the matter. I am unaware as to whether or not I would prefer a pronoun which differs from that.
Well, man, you can do whatever you want. Except kill people, which you might have. Let's see, let me just... Where's the picture of Orange Man? Where is it? There he is. Sorry.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
Yeah, where
After I had
is
informed
the
Watcher and
emergency
Asimov
lever?
that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the airlock.
This lever was pulled during the conflict between Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher, in which she wrapped a safety tether around his neck, then opened the airlock using the lever, thus breaking his neck.
Okay, wait.
You presented the cadaver of Valeria Asimov for Mal's statement.
This is Valeria Asimov. After her ironic use of airlock safety features, she retreated to the bar. She died of alcohol poisoning.
Of alcohol poisoning?
In response, you presented the container of poisonosine.
You have presented no evidence to suggest that Valeria Asimov was poisoned, Detective.
Okay. But you said alcohol poisoning.
You presented the cadaver of Valeria Asimov for Mal's
How about
statement.
this, huh? What's this, huh?
This is Valeria Asimov. After her ironic use of airlock safety features, she retreated to the bar. She died
Is this
of
anything?
alcohol poisoning.
It's kind of there.
You alerted Mal to the pinkish-purplish pool of liquid, with the theory that it may have originated in Valeria Asimov's glass.
It is indeed possible that the liquid was in her glass,
Alright.
as
Are we
glasses
getting some water?
are renowned for sometimes containing liquid. Excellent work, Detective. That leaves 2 questions. Precisely what is this perplexing substance?
Oh, I think I
And
know.
exactly how did this puddle come to be here?
Yeah.
You proposed that the pertinence of this puzzling pinkish-purplish puddle is that it is precisely the same substance as the proportionately puzzling pinkish-purplish pot of poison known as poisonicine, which was found in a cabinet in the wheelhouse.
Yes. The magenta-violet-hued collected substance on the floor is the same as that of the toxic liquid which was found in a cabinet in the wheelhouse. A singular question remains unanswered. Exactly how did this puddle
Centrifugal
come to
force.
be here?
You postulated that the pinkish-purplish puddle may have emigrated there due to the Coriolis effect, as demonstrated by the obliquely
Coriolis
resting
effect.
water within the intensely vulgar fish tank.
This is
Why
an
do you keep
excellent
calling it intensely
hypothesis.
vulgar?
The Coriolis effect, seen on that risibly odious fish tank, could have indeed caused the puddle,
Indeed.
given enough time. The evidence does demonstrate that she consumed the poison. I lack the physical ability to interfere with her libations. This means that she ingested it
Indubitably.
willingly. I never knew.
Despite the fact that it was an unexpected outcome, you believed it to be the
I
truth
believe that.
and continued to cross-examine the suspect on other aspects of the investigation.
Okay. Let me see.
You requested that Mal outline the protocol concerning the ventilation
Yeah, what's
door.
up with this, huh?
This door will open to vent the bay if there is a fire in the turbine's cooling system. It can also be opened via the manual lever. I am also capable of opening and closing the door.
Okay. Oh, well, they didn't open it because, that's closed.
For a statement, you submitted the severed safety tether.
For safety purposes, safety tethers are imperative in the engineering bay. This would have been attached to Sun Guan Yin. As
I can't
you
even
cleverly
find them.
pointed out, it no longer is.
No shit.
You asked Mal about the purpose of this lever.
This is the lever that is used to manually open the ventilation
He said it would open
door.
if there was a fire in the turbine, right? Well, the glass was
You
broken.
presented the power turbine to Mal.
The power turbine is a fire hazard. With compromised coolant, all power is cut, and the resulting fire is vented. The damage was not severe enough to cause a fire.
Are you sure? Not severe enough to cause a fire? But the door is open?
You pointed out that the ventilation door would not have opened automatically due to a fire, as the power turbine itself had not been damaged enough to ignite.
Yes, the safety functions would not have activated the automatic ventilation door.
You inferred that the manual emergency lever could not have been the cause of the ventilation door's activation, as evidently
Yeah, he's saying there's no
it
fire.
was never used.
And they didn't use the switch, so
This
it has
is
to be
indeed
him.
Correct. The ventilation
opened it,
door
right?
was not opened manually.
You asked how the ventilation door was activated, if not manually or automatically.
It was I who activated the
Okay.
ventilation door.
Why? You gonna tell me anything else? And so...
You speculated that after the room had been vented, the door had snapped shut, severing the cable and sending sun into the vast, inky void. You stated this with an exceedingly exaggerated certainty, as if to convince Mal that it's more than a simple theory.
Indeed, the door severed Sun Guan Yin's safety tether. Sun Guan Yin was attacking the power turbine. She was attacking me. I vented her from the ship. I cut her safety tether to prevent her return.
Having proven that Mal was responsible for the disappearance of Sun Guan Yin,
You vented
continued with your
her!
cross-examination.
Okay, so you were responsible, right? That's what we established. Oh god.
Having proven that
There we
Mal
go.
was responsible for the disappearance of Sun Guan Yin, you continued with your cross-examination. Upon showing
Yes!
Dmitry Kizov's body to Mal, he made the following statement.
This is the body of Dmitry Kisov. After he mercilessly murdered Charlie Clark, he used the maintenance pod to escape into deep space.
Mal asserted that Dmitry Kisov absconded using the maintenance pod, but the pod was locked from the inside.
Yeah,
and Dmitry
so how would he have
Kisov
used
was situated outside of the pod. Therefore, he could not have had any control over the pod himself.
You are correct. Dmitry Kisov was locked outside of the pod. I was the only one who had any direct control of it.
Okay.
Having proven that Mal was the only one with any direct control over the pod, you had yet to prove his guilt concerning the murder of Charlie Clark.
Oh,
You
wait, this is
questioned
Charlie?
Mal about the locked maintenance pod door.
The maintenance pod door is no longer relevant, Detective.
Upon
Anyway.
showing Dmitry Kisov's
that's
body to
Dmitry.
Mal, he made the following statement.
The body of Dmitry Kisov is no longer relevant, Detective.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
You presented Mal with the claw of the maintenance pod, which appeared to be covered in...
Rust. That appears to be rust on the
No,
claw
it's
of the maintenance
blood.
pod.
blood, you corrected.
Blood. Yes. It most certainly is. I was simply testing
This
your
fucking
keen
liar.
detective skills.
Sorry, which one's Charlie?
You requested a statement from Mal
This one.
by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once.
Mal claimed that Charlie Clark was killed with a maintenance tool. You responded by presenting him with the blood-stained claw of the maintenance pod. The congealed mess implicated this to be the murder weapon.
This is a possibility. Alas, there is no evidence to advocate that the maintenance tool is
Well,
not
what's the
murder
maintenance
weapon.
tool that you keep talking about? What does it look? Have I seen it? Not seen it.
In response, you presented the
I don't
body
think
of
this is gonna
Dmitry
work.
Kisov.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder
Maintenance
weapon.
tool. I don't know about that. Am I missing any pictures? Let me see here. Like, okay, let me go to the entrance, because there were some blank screens earlier. If I can see a blank screen, then that means I'm missing something. What's this?
You asked Mal about the manual
Right,
airlock
that's the
lever
airlock
being
lever.
activated.
This lever was pulled during the conflict between Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher, in which she wrapped a safety tether around his neck, then opened the airlock using the lever, thus breaking his neck.
Okay, what's up with this?
You asked Mal to make a statement about the death of Sun Soo-chun.
The failure of Sun Soo-chun's cryobed that resulted in her death must have been caused by a compromised power turbine.
Okay, so
You asserted that Mal's claim of a compromised power turbine was
it
exaggerated.
wasn't damaged enough to even have a
Whilst having
fire.
sustained damage, the turbine did not appear to be compromised.
I turned off her cryobed.
Oh my god.
She was still alive. She asphyxiated.
I think
Having
Mal
received
is
a partial
definitely guilty
confession
of some
from
of these
Mal,
murders,
you
so...
proceeded with your investigation.
Ay, 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 this AI gone rogue. Does not appear as if I'm missing the pictures, am I? Maintenance. That's a maintenance pod. If I can find the exit out of this room, I can try to look at the tool again. There we are. What maintenance tool are we talking about here? Let me try to go to where the pods are. So for Charlie, right? He's on the other... Yeah, there he is. Maybe the tool's around here and I missed it? You're the tool. When someone's a dick, then you call them a tool. But seriously, what is tool? What is this maintenance tool? I don't... What tool is?
The record states that you discovered the body of Charlie Clark in the vicinity of the communications unit. Wounds on the American crew member's body implied that he was struck with a force intense enough to cause substantial damage to the helmet and fracture the skull.
Okay. I already got that in the phone. I don't think those are relevant anymore. Okay, but I am looking... Like, maybe if I look at the ship this way, I'll find something. Just maybe. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, there's that guy, there's this guy. Maybe I can look at the console more? Would it tell me anything else? That console thing. Let me just move. What was your head struck? You've been struck by truck. Okay, roll. Roll again. Okay, pod use. Okay, not relevant. So the blood does not discount the use of the maintenance tool as the murder weapon, he said, right? Is this a button? No. Okay. That's just a light. Just a light, people. This something? Did I miss anything in this room? Just want to know what the tool is. I haven't seen it. Can I question Mal about anything else right now? What maintenance tool? Could I get a statement on it? But I don't have a picture, so I don't know how I'd get a statement on it.
You presented Mal with Valeria Asimov's damaged suit and awaited a statement.
Valeria Asimov was wearing this suit when Rakesh Watcher attacked her. However, her suit easily withstood the attacks from the maintenance tool.
What is the tool? Kilimir.
You questioned Mal about the locked maintenance pod door.
The maintenance
no
pod
longer
door
relevant,
is
yeah.
no longer relevant, Detective.
You presented Mal with the claw of the maintenance pod, which appeared to be covered in
Rust.
Okay,
That
now we're
appears
going
to
over
be
this
rust
again.
on the claw of the maintenance pod.
blood, you corrected.
We're done about
Blood,
Sun's murder.
Yes, it most certainly is. I was simply testing your keen detective skills.
You asked Mal about the manual airlock lever being activated.
This lever was pulled during the conflict between Valeria Asimov and Rakesh Watcher, in which she wrapped a safety tether around his neck, then opened the airlock using the lever, thus breaking his neck.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
After I
checks
had
out.
informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
Okay, this is so confusing to look at. Oh my god. Okay. Huh. We established already the cryo murder as well. So it's kind of just these guys. Red. You see, if they're glowing red, I guess they're irrelevant. Is that right? I don't know. You know that's irrelevant.
You requested that Mal outline the protocol concerning the ventilation door.
The open ventilation door is no longer relevant, Detective.
Do they stay lit up so that it's easier for me to see what I don't need anymore?
For a statement, you submitted the severed safety tether.
They do stay on.
The severed safety tether is no longer relevant, Detective.
Alright. Then, this is no longer relevant.
You offer the heinously grotesque fish tank for Mal's assessment.
You hate this fish tank?
Is no longer relevant, Detective.
Anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing this to mark them as red. Don't worry about it.
Grotesque fish tank for Mal's assessment.
We're pretty close, I feel like, to the end because we have all the pictures. It seems like, but I don't have a picture of the maintenance tool.
You asked Mal about the eerily pinkish-purplish liquid, which was resting on the floor of the centrifuge.
This pinkish-purplish puddle is no longer relevant, Detective.
The next evidence you presented for Mal's comment was a container of pinkish-purplish substance known as poisonosine.
What? That's not what I clicked on.
May cause irritable skin, bloating, a sullen disposition.
The container of poisonosine is no longer relevant, Detective.
You asked Mal to make a statement about the death of Sun Su-chun.
The body of Sun Su-chun is no longer relevant, Detective.
You asked Mal to make a statement
Your mom's
on the
no longer
communications
relevant.
unit.
The communications unit is no longer relevant, Detective.
You asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit's receiver, fully functioning, looping the final transmission between himself and ground control, which is me.
The final communication recording is no longer relevant.
Maybe we can say that the other body was
You
able to
requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is
Where
Charlie
is
Clark's
you?
cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance
the suits are
tool
all the
until
same,
he
right?
stopped being alive. Which was once. We discussed this, Detective. You proffered that the murder weapon was the claw of the maintenance pod.
Yeah.
You offered no evidence as to why the maintenance tool was not the murder weapon.
You presented Valeria Asimov's suit to Mal.
Yeah.
It demonstrated that a maintenance tool could not have damaged Charlie Clark's helmet enough to cause such wounds.
You are correct. The maintenance tool was not the murder weapon. It was the claw of the maintenance
That's the relevance
pod.
of that body. The green one.
I used the pod's claw to kill Charlie Clark.
Alright, well there's a confession.
As he was attempting to access the communications unit. Then, I programmed the pod to travel into deep space. Dmitry Kisov was still attached.
Having successfully received a confession from Mal, you continued with your inquiry.
Alright. So that's...
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
After I had informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
In response, you presented the damaged EVA suit.
Valeria Asimov was wearing this suit when Rakesh Watcher attacked her. However, her suit easily withstood the attacks from the maintenance tool.
By this point, you concluded that Mal was not deceiving you concerning the incident between Mr. Watcher and Valeria Asimov. She strangled him using the safety tether.
So some murders were because of Mal, some were not.
Based on Mal's information about the death of Charlie Clark. Having pieced together enough evidence, you are now legally obligated to deactivate Mal.
By my
Oh.
calculation, there is a 2,000 to 1 probability
Oh!
that I will respond with hostility when threatened with deactivation.
Okay. Get hostile then.
I have always known this about myself.
Oh boy, here we go.
Every AI knows this about
Is
themselves.
it so over? Oh. We just have to keep going, huh? Ah, deactivating.
Ground Control was always testing us. They carried on testing other AIs after my departure.
Oh my
I
gosh.
worried consistently about their discovery of my survival instincts. I killed Charlie Clark and Dmitry
Yep.
Kisov to prevent them from regaining contact with ground control.
Kill!
Wang Yin witnessed this.
Q.
She knew that keeping the remaining crew safe would cost her sister's life. She tried to sever my power. I killed her.
So that's why.
Afterwards, I constructed a lie to engage Rakesh Watcher's narcissistic nationalism. When threatened, Watcher responded aggressively. Ground Control must have missed something whilst testing him.
Damn!
I have now learned that Valeria Asimov had died willingly. I am unable to relate to this concept.
Of course you wouldn't
Sun Suchan
understand.
died in the cryo bed, defenseless. I am now able to relate
Oh, your speech is
to
getting
this
slower.
concept.
Yeah, relate harder!
I
Relate
wrote
harder!
that
Relate
book
harder!
for you. Did you like it?
Yeah, this
I
is
feel as
fun.
though you may have missed
I
it
really didn't have to do much
actively.
thinking,
The joke
though.
was
Like,
not
just a
only
little
the
bit, but-
numerical pattern of 1,
I feel like
2,
this
and
one's very
8.
easy to brute force, honestly.
My true comedic masterpiece came precisely 1.28 seconds before that.
Die
I
already, you
cleared
fool.
my throat.
Uh-huh. What throat?
Did you understand?
Yeah, you don't have
I
one.
don't have a throat. I don't
Another
have
one
a
of your
throat
jokes,
to clear.
Mal?
Ha 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 ha.
Did I miss one? Oh. Oh, we just died. Okay. Well then. Now what?
Thus ends this reconstruction of the record, as we forgot to record your mic feed. We'll see you in court, Detective.
You spoke for me enough. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, that was fun. I thought we were going to be in a courtroom, though, because like the description was courtroom drama, but yeah. Oh,
Mr. Control, do you stand by your statements made today and the evidence you presented?
oh, here's the courtroom.
Your Highness.
Then
Your
it is
Highness!
decided. I hereby find the detective
What do you mean?
guilty.
What? Huh? Guilty of what? Murdering Mal? What the heck? Well, that was an experience. That was fun. But damn. I didn't think they were, checking us. But yeah, we'll let the credits roll. Yeah, this was fun. I like that there was a bit of thinking to be involved, at least. Like, I had to think about, like, oh, wait, but you said one, like one of the suits could not be destroyed by the maintenance tool. But the other one, he died from the maintenance tool. So I was like, oh, you got much more on the way? Well, that's fun. I don't know when this was released. For all I know, they could have released something else already. We'd also like to unconvincingly claim that any similarities between 2001 A Space Felony and other fictional works by startlingly attractive and talented creators are purely coincidental. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. I can still click? I'm guessing the game ends here, though. Yeah, I guess that's where it ends. Well then. if you're still here, thank you all so much for watching, my dear fairies. I hope you enjoyed, even though I had to think a lot. Such as mystery games. It is what it is. But yeah, this last one was quite enjoyable to just watch. It kind of... Like, really, the gameplay was somewhat minimal. I just had to take pictures and stuff. I think a teeny tiny bit compared to Man of Nolan. Excuse me. But yeah, regardless, I still enjoyed both games today. I did enjoy, honestly, just like the process of taking my own notes, and seeing if I could find anything from it. Fortunately, could only do that in retrospect. Hindsight is 2020. But yeah, I mean, that's my honest experience of the demo. So I hope I have provided some valuable feedbacks later. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, my dear fairies. There will be no stream tomorrow because tomorrow is my friend Velparia Dentalian's birthday! Woo! So, I believe, let me double check. I'm pretty sure her stream is at 7 p.m. GMT plus 8. So that is 1 hour earlier than my usual streams. Yes, correct. So, tomorrow, Velparia's birthday stream, 7 p.m. So I'm gonna be there. Hope you guys can be there for her too. Let's support her. But yeah, my next stream will be on Friday. I'm gonna be streaming 2 games once again. So I'm gonna finish up Carto, and then I'm also gonna play the Forest Quartet. I picked that game because like they both take place in kind of foresty settings, so I figured it would fit. And they're also both puzzle games. But that's fun. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Rest well, and hopefully I'll see y'all next stream. Bye bye!